Hello, welcome to 1997 Batman.com. Nice to see you today. We are looking at the final figure in the McFarlane Batman and Robin toy line, the Batman one. Obviously, we looked at Batman before, so we really want to look at put together the Mr. Freeze one. But anyway, yeah, you got to get this number 4 of 4. You got to get the Batman one to get the legs for Mr. Freeze. So anyway, there is the front. Pretty much the same as all the others. There's the side and there's the back, and then we have the thing showing us how we're going to put together Mr. Freeze. So yeah, let's get this open and have a look at what we got. Right, so as with all the figures, you get a little trading card there with George Clooney's face, Bruce Wayne, and the description of the movie there on the data file. Throw that away. Right, here's the main thing though. Obviously we have the Batman figure. Just for comparison, let's bring out the Ultimate Collection Batman, because there are some differences. Obviously the main one is the cape. Let me just move that to one side. The main one is the cape. Obviously you've got like a thin plastic kind of molded, sculpted cape, which looks kind of good. If you're going to just have these, kind of standing on your shelf, that looks good. I do love the cloth capes though, just because that is what we used to have in the 90s, and it's what I always used to remember. And obviously all the Kenner toys back in the day used to have plastic capes, so very few of them had this cloth cape for the Batman and Robin line. So for that reason, I do prefer my cloth cape. As you can see, look, I've got them in kind of similar kind of lighting, and the Ultimate Collection Batman does look a little bit more blue, a little bit more of a dark blue. This is definitely a black, absolute kind of midnight black. This, though, looks a bit like there's a little bit of blue to it, which is, appropriate. I think this is more the colour it should have been, but hey-ho. We had similar problems with the Robin and the Batgirl figure. I didn't think they were blue enough. I know some people like Les Walker have done some amazing, repaints of them and made them look closer to how they look in the film. But anyway, apart from that, I can't see much difference. Let's just go into the faces a sec, just see if there's anything there. I don't know if you guys feel like there's anything there. Maybe a lighter lip colour, but very, very little. As you can see, the main thing is really just the colour difference. But anyway, we're not here for Batman. We're here to put together Mr. Freeze and see what that looks like completely. Oh, I should also say, obviously, in the Batman box, you do get these. This one's clipped in. You do get these little ice things that you can sort of put on his, I think they're meant for his hands, I guess, kind of, that bit in the movie where he gets his hands frozen when he's in the, the rocket going up in space. They are not an easy fit to do. But no other accessories, which is a bit, I don't know, I think we could have got some cool, I don't know, all the gadgets, the little kind of heat bomb thing that he had would have been cool, but hey ho, I can't complain too much. The ice things are kind of cool, yeah. But anyway, that's Batman. Let's get out Mr. Freeze. Right, so these are all the other pieces from the other thing. Just having a quick look, because I know he's got these kind of shoulder pad things, and I don't want to get it the wrong way around, so it looks like it's meant to go that way. So there we go, let's clip on his shoulder pad there. Don't know if that looks quite right though. Maybe it does, I guess it's for movement and stuff. Whoops. Okay, so the thing that just went flying was this thing, which like all the figures, they've got this little sort of like socket thing that goes in place there, so that when you move the arm around, it sort of covers up the join. So let's just get the first one. Let's do this the right way. Last thing I want to do is have to try and pull this figure apart. So there's an arrow there, which I guess means down. I don't know. Let's give it a little go. Okay, well that seems to get in well. And as you can see, look, when you move the arm around, it sort of covers up all the joins. So this next one goes into here, that goes into there. Again, that clips in pretty nicely, actually. Cool. The leg is pretty simple, I would hope. As you can see, he's wearing this sort of like pair of diapers, it looks like, which is made like a soft kind of plastic so that you can, yeah, again, cover up all the joins. Oh, that goes into there nicely. That goes into the other leg. Cool. So as you can see, he does not come with a stand like the other, you know, all the other figures come with their own kind of stand, but he does have incredibly chunky legs, so I don't really think you're going to have too much trouble standing him up. Now, this question is these shoulder pads. I guess that looks right. I guess I'm going to always change them over. They're quite soft, kind of plastic, so it should just, yeah, that looks right, I guess. And then we've got the head. Let's go into the head because that is really quite nice. I think that's a pretty decent sculpt. I think that's really nice. Bit of hair on there, sorry. Yeah, I think they've done a really good job. I love how, as you can just see, I can't point with my finger because it's too small, but there's a tiny bit of red just in the very corner of his eye, which, yeah, matches kind of obviously his own kind of eyes. It's a really nice attention to detail. And the mouth, yeah, I think it's a pretty solid Arnold. I'd love to be able to remove the helmet, but obviously that is not possible. So yeah, that goes onto the head socket there. With just a little bit of a... don't know that it's quite popped in, but it looks about right to me. I'm just going to need to move the camera up slightly because he's so huge he's outshot. And then finally he comes with obviously his ice cannon, and you get a little ice blast that you can stick in the end to make it look like he is firing the gun. I think the gun can go in either hand, but I guess this one makes the most sense. So there you have it. That, whoops. Okay, he's not holding the gun very well, but you know, here we go. There we go. So yeah, I don't know that this has got 22 points of articulation as well. I would guess so. I mean, yeah, the arms are, I think, single jointed on this figure because obviously they don't, the suit itself, you know, is so restrictive. They don't really want you to, you know, and the legs are single jointed as well, not double jointed like the rest of the line. All the toes move though. That's kind of cool. But yeah, as you can see, that kind of falls out very easily. I don't know if you can twist it or something and get it into spot. But other than that, I think it's a pretty good Arnie. Let's just focus a little bit. I think they've done a pretty good job. I think it could have been bluer. These bits I wish they had done with like a bit more of like a vibrant blue, as they, you know, obviously these bits lit up in the movie. I might be able to find maybe some like sort of like metallic-y kind of blue paint and paint those bits again. I know some people are disappointed that it's not kind of super chrome. That would be cool if you could kind of get this all chromed up. Again, I know kind of Les Walker has done some amazing jobs repainting, you know, these figures and giving them a little bit more of a kind of movie sheen. But yeah, I think all in all, that is a pretty cool, yeah, Builder figure. And before I forget, just because I've done this with all the other ones, let's just have a quick look and comparison with the Kenner figure. That was the old Mr. Freeze from the Kenner toy line. As you can see, I think this has actually got a bit of a shinier paint job on it, which is kind of crazy considering. But yeah, I think on the whole though they have done a much better job. I particularly love that the you do now have this kind of like plastic kind of like bit that he did in the movie where you could kind of like see his head, which obviously they didn't do in the Kenner one. The Kenner one was very lazy painting, didn't even have any eyes. But yeah, anyway, that's the Kenner one, what we had, and that's what we got now. I think we've definitely had some improvements. So yeah, there we go. Right, let's try and get everyone else out. So we got a Batman to go alongside him. We've got Batgirl to go alongside Batman. We've got Robin to go alongside Mr. Freeze. And finally you've got Poison Ivy to complete your set. Yeah, I think this is an amazing set. I am so glad to own all 5 of these figures. I think McFarlane did a fantastic job. I know there's some little quibbles about maybe some of the face on Alicia and Chris, and maybe, you know, could have been bluer suit, could have been more chrome on Mr. Freeze, but I can't really complain too hard. These are really exceptional figures and sculpts, and I'm so happy as someone who likes this movie to finally be able to have some really movie accurate figures for, you know, what is probably a pretty decent price, considering, you know, Hot Toys are what, a couple of £100. For about £100 you can get all of these, and they are good sculpts and they look fantastic, and you get, you know, the little extra bits like the little freeze on you know, that you can stick on Batman and Robin. Very cool. Let's just go in for a little quick pan across. But yeah, I think that is a pretty fantastic set of figures. I cannot wait now for the Batman Forever line. If they are anywhere near this quality, I am going to be over the moon. We just had the information, you know, the announcement recently. Obviously, we're going to get Batman, Robin, Two-Face Riddler, and the Nightmare Bat. So looking forward to that. Thanks, Todd McFarlane, for making these. These are fantastic. If anything, this is sort of like, I don't know, the pinnacle, I guess, of this channel, being able to review a whole set of new figures. But anyway, that was the Batman and Robin line from McFarlane. I will see you guys next time.